Good morning, students. So, in the yesterday live class, we studied about the ignition temperature and we perform an activity in the live class. And you have seen that when I was performing the activity, the first paper cone gets burned very easily, and the second cone which I have taken with water, it takes a time. To warm that water, and the whole cone doesn't get burned. So you have seen by doing this activity that the ignition temperature varies between these two paper cones because of the filling water in the second one tube. Okay, so now today I'm just going to quickly summarize this, why it happens, and how could we control fire. So here you can see this is the ignition temperature which you already studied. Fine. Ignition temperature, it means the lowest temperature at which any substances catches fire. Fine. Okay, then you studied about how we are performing this activity. Now let's read this activity. What we have done, we have made two paper cones or a paper cups by folding any two papers, and in the one cone we have taken 50 milliliter of water, and in the another one cone we haven't take anything. And when we heat both the cups separately with a candle flame, we saw that the first cone gets fire easily, gets burn easily, catches fire easily, and the second cone doesn't get burns, because when we fill the water in the second one cone, because of that water, that ignition temperature rises up. Okay, so it doesn't get burned. So already you studied, you have seen yesterday in yesterday class. Okay, now coming to the next topic, that why it happens, that why the first cone gets burned easily and the another one cone doesn't get burned. Okay, so the reason behind is that the first paper cone which we have taken, that has a low ignition temperature, but when we take the water on the cone, the heat which we are providing to that cone, that heat goes or taken by the water to warm up. So you can say the by which the process of convection, you can say. And so that's why the second cone which we have taken, is it doesn't burn. Fine. Now what is the inflammable substances? Take inflammable substances, basically those substances which have a very low ignition temperature, and which can it catches fire with flame very easily. They are called as the inflammable substances. Okay, for example, if I will say LPG cylinder, okay, तो LPG में if just a matchstick, we will lit the matchstick and just bring to the near the LPG gases, so definitely it catches fire. Same like that alcohol or the liquid petroleums like petrol है आपका, diesel है, kerosene oil है, they all have a very low ignition temperature, so they all are inflammable substances. Okay, so inflammable substances are those substances which have a very low ignition temperature and they can get fire very easily. So what are the example of this? So the example, you can say, this is the examples already written there: LPG, alcohol, or petrol hai, diesel hai. These are the example. Okay, now the next thing which we have to study, that how do we control fires, what can we do to stop the fire actually. Okay, the सबसे important, the first which we have to see that what we can do, that is stoppage of oxygen, because as you know that for burning oxygen is very important. Already we have seen by doing the activity. So first of all, what do we need to do? We need to cut off the supply of oxygens. Okay, so whenever there is a burning, what we need to do, we need to cut off the supply of oxygen. Okay, so how could we do like that? You have seen that whenever any person get burned, we are wrapping that person to the blanket or something like that to cut off the supply of oxygen. This is the one way. Okay, the second thing is that we have some emergency numbers are there, so we should know that emergency numbers and the fire brigade numbers and all, because these are the teams ultimately who can rescue this control the fire. Okay, so important thing is that we need to we need to cut off the supply of air or the oxygen. So we can use also the fire extinguishers which have the carbon dioxide gas, and carbon dioxide gas can easily cut off the supply of oxygen. Fine. So these are the way, and here you can see in this picture also, this is the fire person extinguishing the fire by throwing the water under pressure. So they are doing like that, and you should know about that. Okay, and the second thing is that, which is very important, you should know about the ignition temperature. Fine. As you know that some fuel have a very low ignition temperature, so we need to keep them in a very safe way. Fine. When we are when we are storing LPGs, yeah, when we are storing kerosene oil, petrol at our home, we need to be very extra careful for all these things, because we should know that these are very inflammable substances. If a little bit of fire they will get, they can, they can be the reason of a biggest casualty. So we should know, and we have to store them very wisely and very safely. Okay, so these are the different ways by which we can prevent, control, or we can control the fire. And this is the fire cylinder everybody have seen at your offices, school and all. That is the fire extinguisher cylinder in which there is a carbon dioxide gas. So basically that carbon dioxide gas can prevent it, because as you know that carbon dioxide gas is not supporting burning. Okay, so you should know that oxygen supports burning and carbon dioxide gas does not supports burning. So we can also use carbon dioxide or the fire extinguishers for controlling the fires. Fine. So what you have to do in the today's homework, you have to write the definition of inflammable substances, and you have to write the two inflammable substances. Okay.